This is VAQUFORM, the world's first digital desktop vacuum former. I'm John, an industrial designer with over 20 years experience designing and developing products for industrial clients.
So good afternoon guys, this is Sir John Truman Tan and we are here to interview him. As far as we know, he is the founder and CEO of VAQUFORM and he specializes in manufacturing and design. Is there anything that you can share about more on yourself?
My first career in design was a company that I built in my fourth year of college. We supplied designs for TV commercials. This was during the day when there was still a big demand for physical props and models and so on. So I started a company that supplied to that. And then after that, I got tired with it. I started fighting with my partners, but I shifted to manufacturing. I manufactured food products for quite a number of years, actually 10 years of my life. That was actually a very big part of my early career in design and management and manufacturing. I became a professor, a teacher at UP Industrial Design. And then I became more active in the design world as a manufacturing consultant, as a design consultant. I helped design several machines, several consumer products, medical products, which led me to VAQUFORM.
How has your previous work or experience inspired you to make your own business?
I've always been kind of entrepreneurial in terms of my mindset, I think. I think I developed a nose for looking for business opportunities early on, partly because of my dad's encouragement. But maybe also because I was in studying design. When you're studying design, you become conscious of what people need, and when you start to be conscious of that, you recognize what's still needed out there, which leads to business opportunities and so on.
So, around how many people do you manage in your business right now?
We're a very small team. In fact, all of my employees right now are former students of mine, except two. 3 management staff, 2 support staff, and 1 part-time staff. So that's 5 people.
How do you start a project when it involves a lot of people? For example, even if it's only 5 or 6, including you, it's still a group of people. So how do you manage?
I used to follow a very traditional way of thinking in terms of organizing teams. When I had Basics Nutrition, which was my food business, back then I followed a more traditional path. So it's organized into departments. You got people accounting, you got salespeople, and so on. But recognizing the difference in what I did then and what I do now, and what I do now is more design intense. It's more design oriented. It's more development oriented, and we're following a very short timelines. We needed to ship out, manufacture, and distribute a lot of our goods fast, and we had to do a lot of things very quickly. So in terms of my hiring, I started to and my management style, I chose people who were of the same mindset as I am. I don't like to micromanage. I don't like having to follow people and see what they're doing and having to check if they're actually achieving what they're supposed to achieve. The way my team works now is I give them our goals. These are our goals. I don't tell them what to do in between. I just tell them this is what we need to achieve this week. I'm in charge of this part, you're in charge of that part, you're in charge of that part. Let's meet again Thursday and see where we're at. I don't instruct them line by line. It wasn't about micromanagement. It's finding people with the same mindset, who understand the goals, who have the necessary skill set to achieve the goals, who's gonna be motivated to perform even unsupervised. So those were very important criteria when I was hiring my people, and so it took me a while before I was able to assemble my team.
Although I appreciate and admire the way you handle it, but do you often encounter difficulties, for example, because of course personality problems?
Those are the main things that I don't want to have to deal with. We have problems with those people because of their personalities clashing. I didn't want to have any of that in my elite team. I made sure that when I hire people for at least that small team, I want us to get along. I want us to be on the same wavelength, but we have to be on the same page. And in terms of values, we value work ethic. We value privacy, personal privacy.
How do you manage if someone quits suddenly?
Imagine you will pass off your work to somebody less skilled. So everything needs to be well documented so that if you suddenly get off and take off and never show up again, the next day somebody can sit in your desk, look at the documentation and understand where everything is at.
Do you have any experiences with people who are trying to nagmamagaling?
I'm allergic to those people, okay? And in fact, when I hired my people, from my pool of students and former students, I did not hire the ones with the highest grades. I wasn't interested in the guy with the best thesis or whatever. It's more character traits that I'm looking for. So willingness to learn, willingness to work within a team, has the necessary emotional intelligence, how to be sensitive to other team members.
Have you ever dealt with failure?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think any entrepreneur worth his stripes should have a bunch of war stories to speak of. It's one thing to learn from books, but to learn it from real life it sticks with you more. It engages your pattern recognition, your intuition more because it's emotionally charged. But my very first business failed because I worked with friends. This is why you don't become partners with your friends, because your personal life and your business life they're too intermingled that it's hard to so it's hard to be professional and be a friend at the same time. So I started to make my own labeling machines, packaging machines. That's where I learned mechanical design and electronics because I forced myself to learn these things.
So that's how you eventually led to manufacturing design.
Yeah, I have a motto that I live by. RTFM, read the fucking manual. Okay, this not only apply to the gadget that you bought. You get a manual, you read it. It also applies to a lot of things. So I would go out of my way to buy a book. I would buy a textbook, okay, to learn the things that I need to learn. Some people collect stuff. I collect specialized skills. So I've got a toolbox of specialized skills, which eventually became valuable and powerful enough that people would start to recognize it.
This is kind of a more personal question. How do you try to improve yourself?
When I started VAQUFORM, my feeling was I did not want it to turn into a corporate job. But then I realized the real potential of VAQUFORM. So we didn't just create a machine, I think we created a category. And the category will need other things. New materials, new kinds of post-processing machines. And so I realized, no, there's a lot in this still for me to be interested in it. And so what I'm doing now is I'm developing my knowledge and my skills in becoming a CEO. If I could learn electronics, why not learn how to become a global CEO?